What's going on, guys? This is C.Coronato. Thanks for checking out my next video. Today we're going to make a turkey pumpkin chili, just kind of going along the theme with Thanksgiving and the cold weather. So we're going to start with just prepping our vegetables and just getting everything ready. So we will start with, we'll do our onion, our pepper, and our garlic. Alright, so starting with the onion, we're going to cut it right down the middle from top to bottom. It's a lot easier than cutting it through the middle, just because you can actually hold on to it that way. Alright, we're going to take the top of the bulb off right about here. And then we'll peel it. The same thing with this side. Peel it. I always like to have a garbage bowl on hand, just, you know, throw your scraps in there, just keeps everything clean. Mom happy, you know, you can't beat that. Next we are going to make a couple cuts, just a rough chop. So we'll cut it through the middle, and then just make some slices. And you can use that whole side of the onion, and then we'll just do the exact same thing for the other side. Okay, once you're done with your onions, you can take them all and just put them right into a bowl. And next we will move on to the pepper. This is a little trick that I learned in school. It's a little different than I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen peppers be cut. You just take it right down the middle, and you go around the whole outside. And it's just one easy whole piece. Clean out a little bit of the extra seeds in there. And that's all garbage. A little more seeds. Next we'll just cut them into little strips. They don't have to be perfect. It's going to be a chili, so it doesn't matter how big they are or what they look like. Simple. Take them all up. Just do a nice rough chop. And just add them to that same bowl with the onions. Next we're going to move on to the garlic. You have just a couple cloves here. You can just take it, put it down, and smash it. That'll get the outer layer off. You're all set. Do that with a couple of them. Just want to take off the little end of it. And then just roughly chop it too. This you want to chop a little bit finer, just so you're not having chunks of garlic in your chili. That should be good. And you can add that right to that same bowl again. Once you're done with all the cutting, I'm actually going to not put in the jalapeno just because not everyone in my family likes jalapenos, so or too hot. You don't have to add that. That's kind of just for the spice factor. So we're going to go over to our pot and we're going to just drizzle a little olive oil in there. Turn it on to a low flame. You're going to let the oil heat up just a minute or so, nothing too crazy. And then you're just going to add in your peppers, your onions, and your garlic. And let that saute for a little bit. That sizzling means that the oil is definitely hot enough. Just stir them around a little bit. I always like to turn on my fan as well, just so you don't stink up the whole house. That'll take 5 to 10 minutes depending on how hot your flame is. Just let them go, the onions become a little translucent and it'll get a little tender. The garlic will get a little brown. While that's going on, you can open up your cans. I got this nice little automatic can opener. Kind of does it by itself. Kind of lazy, but it does the job. And this one, the beans is just pop top. If you notice, I'm actually adding in double of everything because I am increasing the amounts in the recipe. And then I'm actually tripling the turkey just so it's more high protein. You can make it how it's on there. You can cut it in half. You can double it. You can triple it. However you want to make your chili, it's definitely on your own. The cans that I just opened up are our tomatoes, our pumpkin puree, and our kidney beans. You can give it a little stir every once in a while, just make sure everything's going around good. If you notice, they're starting to begin to get a little translucent. Garlic's getting a little brown. Once your vegetables are done cooking, you can put in the turkey and let that fully cook before you add anything else. This is 3 pounds of just ground turkey. I got the 85/15. I opted for a little bit more fat just because it will add some flavor to your chili. If you're in the on season or if you want to be very clean, they do have 99% lean turkey, which obviously would be much better for you. Then you can just kind of chop it up a little bit, kind of mix it together. As it cooks, it'll kind of break up a little bit more. As you can tell, it's starting to get brown. It's getting a little bit easier to break up. The vegetables are mixing in. Just let it keep going. You want to make sure it's fully cooked and completely brown, almost golden, before you add anything else in. This is exactly what you're looking for, completely browned, all the vegetables mixed in, and there's going to be some liquid on the bottom. That's not a big deal, just leave it in there. Next we will add in our tomato, our pumpkin, and in here I have my chili powder and cumin, and I'm going to put in a little salt and a little pepper, and that's the salt and peppers to taste. I'm going to add a little bit now, and then as we go on, I'll probably add a little bit more just to season it up a little bit. salt. Give it a nice stir. Get everything mixed all together. Once that's all mixed up, we're going to leave it on a medium heat or so, medium to high. We're going to put the lid on it. We're going to let that come up to a boil, and then we're going to add in our beans. Give those beans a quick stir. We're going to put the top back on, put it down to a medium-low heat, and let it simmer for about 30 minutes or so, and just occasionally stir it during that time. Once that 30 minutes or so is up, just simply give it a stir. And you want to taste it real quick. Don't take a big bite because it is going to be hot. You're just checking to see how well it's seasoned, if you want to put a little more salt or pepper in there. That's always by taste, so that is up to you how much you want to put in there. Now that it's all done, the way you want to portion it out is basically by preference. I usually have 6 to 8 ounces of protein per meal. So for this, I would probably do somewhere around 10 to 12, just because of the beans, the tomato sauce, the extra vegetables in there. And then that should give you a good round amount with your protein. So thanks guys for checking it out. This is the turkey pumpkin chili, and I will see you next week. Thanks.